Hi to all my magical star beings. This is Psychic Siren Tarot and welcome to the channel. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at your 2023 year ahead predictions and guidance. I hope you've all had a wonderful festive season and New Year's. So I'm going to be using the Starseed Oracle deck and revealing each pile while taking a closer look at your crystals. Let's begin. So for pile number 1, we have Double Mission, Lightworker, Starseed, Serve the World by Being You. Beautiful eyeshadow and space all around. What a very beautiful card. So for pile number 2, we have You Got the Love. Beautiful. I love these shimmers here. It says Hadarian energy, codependency, and boundaries. And for pile number 3, we have The Golden Children, Inner Child, Tenderness, Innocence, and Rare Gifts. Beautiful. So, just fixing that for you. For pile number 1's crystal, we have this gorgeous Larimar. It's very oceanic, very beautiful. For pile number 2, we have Carnelian. For pile number 3, we have Rose Quartz. I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile. Pick whichever pile you're most drawn to. If you're drawn to more than one pile, you can pick 2 or more. Your intuition will always know best. And you can pause the video now if you need more time to pick a pile. Once you're done, please find the timestamp for your pile in the description box below, and I will see you at your reading. Bye! Hi there, my magical beings. This is going to be your pile preparations, where I pull and prepare your cards in advance for your 2023 year ahead predictions. If you're wanting to fast forward to the actual reading, please click on the timestamp in the description box. I will also be listing everything I'm using in this reading in the description box. So we're going to start off with the oracle cards, these ones, and then the tarot cards. I'm going to pull it for all the piles at once. So let's begin. So for pile number 1, Spirit Guides of the Collective. Spirit Guides of pile number 1 with the Larimar crystal. May I please have a card to represent the theme of the year ahead for them for 2023. So I'm going to put this here. May I please have the theme of the year ahead for pile number 2 with the Carnelian crystal. May I please have a card for pile 3 with the Inner Child and Rose Quartz. Thank you. So now we're going to be using these oracle cards to find out what each pile should be focusing on for the year ahead. Please tell me, spirit guides, what should pile number 1 with the Larimar be focusing on for the year ahead for 2023? What should pile number 2 be focusing on for the year ahead for 2023? Oh. Sorry about that. May I please have a card for pile number 3, for what pile number 3 should be focusing on in 2023? Thank you. Okay, now I'm going to be pulling your tarot cards. We pulled 2 oracle cards for each pile with the original oracle cards. So now I'm going to pull tarot cards from this deck for each pile. Spirit guides of pile number 1, may I please have 4 cards to represent the first half of my pile 1's year in 2023, to give them guidance and some clarity on the first half of the year. Can I please have 4 tarot cards for each pile? 4 tarot cards for the first half of the year for the pile 1s, please. Okay, this one, this one, this one, and I feel this one. Okay, I feel this one for pile number 2. One more card for pile number 2's first half of the year. Can I please look into pile number 3's first half of the year? One more card for pile number 3's first half of the year, please. Okay. So now that we have those tarot cards there, I'm going to be using the other tarot deck. I'll just take this one since it came out first. May I please have the second half of my pile number 1's year, 4 different tarot cards for each pile for the second half of the year. For pile number 1's, please. For pile number 2's, the second half of the year, please. For pile number 3's. Okay, so now that we have all the cards laid out, I'm just going to organize them. Then we have pile number 3. So there was your pile preparations. Thank you for spending this time with me. If you made it this far, much love, and I can't wait to see what cards come up in your reading. Hi there, my pile number 1s. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at your year ahead 2023 predictions. I just want to say a quick disclaimer before we begin. Please take this reading as a general guide that is going to empower you in 2023 and inspire you, because the future isn't set in stone. So please know that you can always change your reality and create your own reality, because tarot reads the future based on the present moment. So my pile number ones, I'm going to uncover your cards today, what your 2023 is going to look like. Since you chose the Larimar stone, it is said to be linked to Atlantis and Lemuria. So I think this year is going to have a lot of wisdom for you, especially regarding your purpose. I'm hearing a ringing in my ear, and I just saw the number 222. So the first card we have here is Mount Shasta. The second card we have here is Make an Altar. So with Make an Altar, I just want to say, as I started this reading, I felt a lot of your ancestors around me like this. So many. A lot of your ancestors want to connect to you this year, my pile number ones, especially helping you on your healing journey and helping you with your purpose, with your mission on earth. To guide you and show you the path in a clear and direct way. I feel like they're going to send you a lot of signs and synchronicities in this year. You may just see them everywhere, and even through people. I feel like this year you're going to shine a lot brighter. It's like people are just noticing you and recognizing you because of this. So now I'm going to uncover your tarot cards. So the first card we have here is the Five of Materials, which is the Five of Pentacles. The second card we have here is the Ace of Inspiration, which is the Ace of Wands. The third card we have here is the Emperor. And the fourth card we have is the Death card. Please don't worry about this card. I don't see this as bad. We have the Star for starting the second half of your year. We have the Ace of Cups. We have the Empress. And the last card we have is the Page of Pentacles. So my pile number ones, I see that a lot of you have a very strong purpose in this lifetime, but in order to fully be in your purpose and to truly shine brightly like the Star card here, I see you going on a bit of a healing journey in the beginning of the year, the middle of the year. It's going to be a very internal time where you're focusing more on you and your emotions. They showed me with this Death card, a snake shedding its skin. So, excuse the cards, I'm just trying to make them straight. I feel like in the beginning of the year, towards the end of the year, you're going to have a powerful emotional and spiritual transformation. From January side, you may go through a spiritual awakening where you're letting go of the old part of you that you want to leave behind in 2022. I see that a lot of you are going to find a lot of good guidance and healing advice from your ancestors, because your ancestors have been through things you're going through right now, and I see you're healing a huge wound to do with perhaps childhood or just a huge core wound. This could be abandonment wounds for some, or not having enough physically or emotionally growing up. So I see you changing that energy by giving yourself what you always needed, by shining light on the darkness and kind of like giving love to that shadow side of yours, or that inner child, wounded inner child part of you, where you're giving love to that part of you that needed that love for your whole life. I see by you transforming this energy by pouring into yourself, you're going to shed your skin here and become almost like a new person, a new you version 0.2. And you're going to feel like the universe is filling your cup, like you're divinely protected, divinely guided. A lot of you are going to be more connected to your intuition and the wisdom from your ancestors and the universe. A lot of you may be traveling this year. I just see it like this year is all about the first part of the year, healing and restructuring. So with the Emperor card, I see it as, let's say we have a broken house. This house has been smashed down, okay? And this house is a representation for your wounded self, okay? And let's say this house, this broken house, is everything that has hurt you in this lifetime. And now you're going to start first cleaning out that house, taking all those things out that you no longer need anymore. And then you're going to start getting someone to take down the walls. Yeah, taking down the walls can be a metaphor for kind of like not having to protect yourself in that moment, letting someone in to help you. Okay? If you need that help from others, allow yourself to be vulnerable if they're a safe person to be around to share your emotions with. But yeah, so you're going to take these walls down, and after that, after everything's taken out of there, we have to rebuild this home. So you rebuild this home, which is seen as your emotions, and you're filling it up with things that are going to make you feel loved. Filling yourself up back with love, a healthy kind of love that's going to influence your life in a way that allows the universe to fill you up even more. Because you fill up your own cup, it's like you're giving that love to yourself, and now your aura is just shining brighter because you've also healed. And people will just start noticing you. People may also say towards the end of the year that you've just become so attractive, like you're glowing, you're like, that's the kind of energy I see. You look a lot happier. That's something I just heard. So towards the end of the year, I see a lot of you accomplishing something in terms of your purpose. So a lot of you could help others in your career. Example, doctors, nurses, teachers, healers, psychologists. The list is endless, but this has something to do with your career or purpose, and I see you gaining so much towards the end of the year, an abundance of joy, an abundance of money, an abundance of laughter, an abundance of love. Some of you may be gaining a lot of new friendships and a lot of romantic interests, or like one romantic interest towards the end of the year. And I see that this is going to be something very healthy, very stable. So how you're going to know this person is for you, whether it's friendship or romantic, is they're going to see that you shine brightly like a star here, and they're going to admire you instead of try to dim you down. So with the Page of Pentacles here ending off your reading, I see towards the end of the year you feeling a lot more abundant. A lot of you are going to go on many holiday trips towards the end of the year. The beginning of the year is more so internal, and the end of the year is more external, where others are seeing you. You're speaking more to others. You're out more. You're coming out of your shell. And towards the end of the year, you doing this for yourself, gaining something huge in your career or purpose, and getting a lot of money is going to inspire you and motivate you to learn more about how I can make the most of my potential with my purpose. How can I make money out of this? How can I sustain myself? So I see the end of the year being very positive for you, my pal number ones. I really hope that this reading resonated and guided you and motivated you and inspired you. If you found this reading empowering, please don't forget to like, subscribe so you can see more of my content, and please comment with what really stood out for you. I'll see you in my next reading. Bye! Hi, my pal number twos. If you chose this Carnelian crystal and you got the love card, this reading is for you. Today we are going to be looking at your 2023 predictions, year ahead guidance. So I just want to say a quick disclaimer before I start. Please take this reading as a general guide for the year ahead, and know that the future is not set in stone. It can change because tarot reads based on the possibilities of the present moment. So please take this as a guide for 2023 and let it empower you to create your own reality. So my pal number twos, as soon as I started your reading, I felt a whole group of ancestors around me, just like pal one, but in a different way. So these ancestors want you to know that they want to be around you during 2023 to help you find the wisdom from them. There's some wisdom they want to pass down to you that's going to help you on your journey. I'm not sure what, but they're saying you're learning many lessons on Earth in this lifetime. In this lifetime, your heart is something that is very prominent, something that you're using a lot. I feel like you are the type of people that are very loving people, like big hearts is what I see. So I see that with this energy, it's really to empower you. Whatever lessons you learn in love or friendship, it's going to be so that it empowers you. And your ancestors are going to help you through the journey of love and healing, and also self-love, friendships, all kinds of love. So I'm going to show you your cards we have today. So your first card is Endless Opportunities. Your second card, Sweet Treats. Beautiful. Very cute. These are the end. The first card we have is Temperance. The second card we have is the Seven of Swords, Seven of Voices in this deck. The third card is the Six of Emotions, which is the Six of Cups. And the fourth card is the Two of Materials, which is the Two of Pentacles. So this top row here is going to be the first half of your year. Let's look at the second half now. So the first card we have is the Three of Wands. The second card we have is the Devil. Please don't worry about this card, I'll explain it to you. Okay. The third card we have is the Four of Swords. The last card we have is the Emperor. So yeah, this reading is a little bit similar to pile 1, but not quite. You both had the Emperor card come out, but I think it's different in a way. So pile 1 was going through a lot of healing, where the ancestors were coming through with that. But for you, I feel this healing is specific. It's to do with your heart space. Okay, so in the beginning of the year, the first half of your year, I see a lot of balancing your emotions. I see a lot of kind of like looking towards the past, towards wounds you've had from childhood, regarding love. So friendships you've had in the past that didn't work out, looking back to relationships you've had where maybe the friendships, the relationships, the people were kind of shady towards you, where they were showing you this energy, but inside they were really feeling this towards you. So you could have had a lot of friends that were jealous of you in the past, that were always competitive of you. I even heard mother, sister, for some of you, not for all of you, for some of you. If you know that you have problems with your mother or sister, then that's for you. If you don't, let that go, please. So I just pick up it's for like 1 or 2 of you. I see this year, the beginning of the year, you're looking back to that a lot because it's like looking back at it to process it. And I heard the song Selfish 2020 by, let me just get the name of the woman, Savannah Christina. And basically the lyrics were kind of like, the lady that sang it, she wants to be more selfish because no one really gave her that love or affection, and people took her for granted. Well, the person she was with romantically. So I see that in 2023, it's like you're going to be a lot more selfish, saying no to going out with a lot of people that you don't want to hang out with because you know they're like this. So let's say you know that a certain coworker or ex-friend is like that and they invite you out. You're just kind of gonna say no. Sometimes you might even say no to plans because you can tell that, okay, I am not in a good mood today. I'm not having a good time, so there's no point of me going. So I see it's like the beginning half of the year, you're more so focused on you and your own emotions and filling up your own cup and balancing yourself out through all your phases here. Through all the different emotional phases, you're being there for yourself. And there's endless opportunities of healing here. Also call on your ancestors to help you with this heart healing. So you're looking back to the past to process this, to balance things out within your heart space. So I would really recommend shadow work for you, shadow work prompts for heart healing, maybe even asking your ancestors to guide you to heart healing. So I see a lot of you are going to be healing and balancing out either codependency for some, where you want to cling to people like this with this devil energy. For some of you, more so towards the second half of the year, you're going to heal some isolation. So I don't mean isolation in the fact of like I'm spending time at home because I like being by myself. More so isolation where it's like unhealthy, where it's too much, like you've been maybe in your room for 1 week and haven't come out, So some of you are going to be healing that through feeling safe enough to come back out to the world, through validating and feeling your emotions. And with the Temperance card, we have a bunch of moon phases. So I want you to pay special attention to that. We also have the Lotus flower, and the Lotus flower came up in pile number 1. But you're going through this pain, and take this healing journey as, okay, today I'm feeling great. Tomorrow something might trigger me and make me break down and cry, but that's okay. I'll pick myself back up. I see towards the middle of the year, beginning of the year, you're treating yourself more with the Sweet Treat card. It's like perhaps you restricted yourself a lot in life because you always gave to others, people like this. But now that you're not giving to them anymore, it's like you have a lot more love to give towards yourself, where you can take yourself out on dates, buy yourself flowers, bake yourself a sweet treat. Next year is all about like nurturing yourself, filling yourself up with love, heart healing. A lot of you are going to go through heart activations towards September. And you might feel a little bit more tired or emotional during that time, but let those lost emotions flow out. And then towards the middle of the year, I'd say towards July, August, you're going to you see this man is walking out, and on the card, he is kind of like on the mountain. So everyone standing like here can see him on this card. So it's like you're coming out more. You're seeing the outside daylight more because you've done a lot more internal healing. So towards the second half of your year, it's like a lot more people want to see you. You even have a butterfly here symbolizing transformation. So through this emotional, spiritual transformation, you're finding that you can kind of go out in the world again and feel safe, and kind of like not have to worry about this energy because you now know the red flags. And we have the Ouroboros here, so you're ending that cycle. And your ancestors is going to help you end negative, romantic, and loving, all relationship cycles, those negative ones. They're going to help you clear that so you no longer have to experience that. They're going to help you learn from this and kind of see the light at the end of the tunnel. See the wisdom through what you're learning. I feel here with the Emperor, towards the end of the year, we also have 4, 4, 14. Next year, the number 4 is very prominent towards you, my pile number 2s. So you're going to be restructuring your life, giving safety to yourself. Think, how can I make myself feel safe right now? How can I make myself feel comfy? How can I really put on a movie and let myself just relax and let myself just be? Next year, I do see career and you just doing what you can, and I see like you being around people, like friendships and things like that, a lot of people towards the end of the year. But most of the year, it's like you're just going to be selfish, focusing on you, focusing on healing your heart and giving yourself that love and nurture. And it's like that sweet, restful healing after the chaos. So I want to say towards the end of the year, if you find yourself feeling a lot more tired, allow yourself to just chill, because you may feel like you're not doing a lot externally, but you're doing a lot internally. And towards the end of the year, there's going to be this restructure in your life where you're feeling a lot more stable, where you're feeling like, okay, now I have a stable foundation. I feel stable within myself and my emotions. I can put myself out there in career and love now. I'm ready. That's a feeling. Towards I'd say throughout the year, because we have many different bubbles here. Throughout the year, you're going to receive many opportunities in friendship, love, and career. But you're going to have the power to choose which ones really speak to your soul, which ones you really love. And the whole year is going to be all about your heart, following your heart, filling yourself up with love, healing your heart, and then after that healing, shining your heart out, being ready for new love, ready for new work opportunities, ready to put yourself out there in the world and achieve something. So I just saw a message from your future self, almost like taking a picture of you right now. That means this is a huge moment in your life where it's an integral memory for your future self. You're helping your future self by dealing with this now internally. So for a lot of you, I feel a lot of you have exes or friendships that you're healing from. And while you heal from this, you make sure that you're healed, that you're not going back into the dating world or friendship world and attracting this again. So that's kind of what I see. Like, this year is more so a mix of you filling your own cup up, doing what you can with career. It's not like you're doing nothing at all. Because we do have the Carnelian crystal here. So I think you're kind of going to, with career for this year, with career for this year, you're kind of going to be focused more on how can I motivate myself to be able to do this work through my healing. And some of you are going to be making it through by treating yourself well, by speaking to yourself kindly. I see that quote on Instagram. I saw it a few months ago, but it said, if you speak to plants kindly, they grow faster. So it's like in your career, if you speak to yourself kindly and treat yourself kindly, you'll have a lot more motivation to grow. So this year, my pile number 2s, treat yourself. You deserve that. You deserve this peace. You deserve this healing. And you deserve this love. That was your reading, my pile number 2s. I enjoyed doing this 2023 year ahead reading for you. If you resonated with this and you found this information empowering, please don't forget to like and subscribe so you can see more of my content. And if you have liked this reading, please don't forget to comment what really stood out to you. Until next time, bye! Hi there, my pile number 3s. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at your year ahead 2023 predictions. If you chose this rose quartz crystal, this reading's for you. I just want to say a quick disclaimer before I begin. Please take this as a general guide for the year ahead, and please know that the future is not set in stone. It can change because tarot reads possibilities based on the present moment. So please take this as a guide for 2023 and let it empower you to create your own reality. So I'm going to be looking at your cards now. The first card we have is She of the Lotus. The second card we have, Energy Work. The first card we have, the first tarot card we have, is the Ace of Materials, which is the Ace of Pentacles. The second card we have is the Tower. The third card we have is the Three of Emotions, which is the Three of Cups. The fourth card we have is the Page of Materials, which is the Page of Pentacles. For the second half of your year, the first card we have is the Knight of Pentacles. Since we have a lot of pentacle energy, I feel, King of Pentacles, this year is going to be heavily focused on your career, making money, finances. We have the High Priestess. And we have the Three of Swords. Okay, so what I see here, and you're reading my pile number 3s, this year is going to be heavily focused on giving to your inner child, because here with the Lotus, which is funny because we've had Lotus come out for all 3 piles, so the Lotus flower is a symbol of strength because the Lotus grows from the mud, which is a representation of the darkness, and it blooms into something beautiful through healing. So I feel like the past year, 2022, was a very healing year for you, where you learned a lot and you grew through that painful healing. And now this year you're going to be like that Lotus, blooming and shining out to the world. With the Energy Work card, I feel for you, my pile number 3s, you may be very spiritual in the sense where this isn't like your first tarot reading. Maybe you've gotten energy work, Reiki healings before. Either way, I would really recommend Reiki healing for you over this year, either learning it and practicing on yourself, watching Reiki videos on YouTube, or finding a Reiki healer that you trust that's gonna heal your aura, or even getting crystals for healing your aura, for healing your energy. Crystals that you're drawn to. So I just moved and I got a paper cut, and what's funny is we have the Three of Swords here, so she's even holding a book here. So what I find with the paper cut is a meaning, since the High Priestess is right next to the Three of Swords, your spirit guides want to give you a warning for this year. They're saying that while the healing journey, you're meant to kind of pick up the pieces and restructure your life, and almost like, yes, in our healing journey we do have to look at what has really hurt us, what has really broken us, not broken us, but you get what I mean, what has really hurt us and left us feeling like that grief energy. But what I will say is, sometimes if we have too much knowledge, for example, let's say I watch a tarot reading every single day on my healing journey, and I take in all this information, but I don't give myself enough time to actually implement that information into my daily routine. I'm basically almost like a paper cut, hurting my own self unintentionally, okay, accidentally. So they want to say, with knowledge comes power and responsibility. So have a balance here with tarot readings, with healing. Don't do shadow work every single day. Give yourself time in between to nourish your inner child, to do things you used to love to do as a kid, to do fun things for your inner child, to play, to explore your talents and rare gifts. And some of you could even have talents and rare gifts with energy work and intuition or wisdom from your healing journey. So yeah, I feel for a lot of you, my pal number 3s, this year it's going to be first focusing on balancing out the healing and the physical world and your own joy. It can't be too much of the one energy. So that's what they're warning you against, being too much in the same energy. So let's say Monday we do some shadow work, we look at what has really hurt us. Tuesday, now we're going to meditate and connect with our inner child, ask our inner child what our inner child needs in the moment. Let's say Wednesday, our inner child feels like drawing and listening to music. And, you know, that doesn't really sound, how do I say this? Let's say we've lived a life where that's seen as like a waste of time. It's not a waste of time in your case, because having fun and giving to that part of your inner child this year is really, really going to elevate your healing journey in a way that is fun and not like you're picking back at the wound. You get what I mean? So it's like you're letting the wound breathe and you're going and not distracting yourself, but you're filling yourself up with joy. This one, the solar plexus chakra, is really standing out to me this year. When you want to feel a lot more of that joy and happiness and that fun childlike energy, wear yellow, or wear some yellow jewelry. I mean yellow crystals or something like that. I see that this year it's like you're allowing yourself to have more fun, to be creative, to explore rare gifts and talents, or just things you loved to do as a child or wanted to do, giving yourself what you needed from childhood, so that heals you, because you're giving yourself that love as the older you to younger you. Okay, so I see that a lot of you are going to be healing anxiety and your nervous system by giving your inner child love and seeing your emotions when they come up with this tower energy. When your emotions come out as like a sea storm, seeing it as something that's trying to show you something. So when we get triggered about something, our emotion is trying to tell us something. And they just showed me this. This really stood out to me. So it's like you're gonna lead to the same path through shadow work and through inner child healing, but inner child healing is gonna be a lot more beneficial where you're not in this energy the whole time. Do you get what I mean? For career, I see a lot of opportunities here with the Ace of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. It's like you're working hard at a very consistent rate, where it's not like up and down, up and down, up and down. It's like you're being very consistent, and through that you receive a lot more opportunities. I think towards the middle of the year here, you're going to be feeling like you have a lot more income, because we go from the Knight of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. So some of you may be receiving promotions or a raise of some kind, or a bonus towards the end of the year. And it's like you're wearing this proudly. You may also find with this promotion, maybe you get some more information, where you gain more experience and knowledge and kind of just learn through this new phase. Though I will say for career, same message with the paper cut thing here and here. For your career, take it at a slow pace. Don't expect yourself to know everything in one day. And I'd say your intuition is very strong, my pile number 3s. So don't compare your journey to others. Learn from your mistakes and weaknesses in career, and see that as an opportunity to grow, to kind of find the wisdom in the situation. I see a lot of you being more focused on friendships and family around you. I also see a lot of celebrations towards the middle and end of the year. These celebrations, I feel, are going to be in your career, but also your own personal celebrations from healing these wounds and finding the wisdom through your emotions. So my pile number 3s, what I want you to take away from this reading is your year in 2023 is going to be heavily focused on career, inner child healing, giving your inner child what they didn't receive in childhood, letting your inner child play and have fun. And a lot of you guys are connected to fairies. I just saw that. So this year is going to be a lot about letting that fun side of you come out and play again after the storm. The sun after the storm. Something like that. And I see that the year ahead, it's going to be heavily focused on you trusting your intuition as well. Through your work, through your relationships, through your healing journey, your own personal journey, I see you trusting your intuition a lot more and gaining wisdom from this pain and growing through it like the lotus and blooming in 2023. So that was your reading, my pile number 3s. I enjoyed doing this 2023 reading for you. I hope that this resonated and you found this information empowering. If you did, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on my video, and I'll see you in my next reading. Bye.